Welcome back, crew. We got a lot to cover today. We got Bitcoin that just cooled off from 120,000, but Ethereum is still flexing its muscle with DeFi dominance. Altcoins like ADA, HBAR, LDO are on absolute fire. And with the Genius Act signed into law, the crypto market just blasted through a $4 trillion cap. This isn't a drill. Alt season is upon us. Let's dive in right now. Welcome back, crew. It's your boy Tommy. I bring you the hottest in crypto and Bitcoin action. If you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, let's get into the famous short-term first 2-hour chart. As you can see, the first sign right here is that we broke that minor trend line right there, and we have to reset it. So let's just get rid of it right now. We traded down almost down to this fib level right here. Justin had a standing order in the marketplace. If you were in the live streams, you knew about the standing order. Okay, it got executed. He's in the trade. He's long. I'm going to take you over to WEX, and I'll show you the trades that are open right now. WEX, the broker of our choice, low fees, fast execution. Look at this. You got long Bitcoin at 116,999. Market price right now is 118,224. ROI up 10.4. And of course, he's got the Ethereum that's on. Now you got to get in the live stream. Start asking them questions. That's an awesome trade placement. So let's move back on over to here. I want to show you the CME market cap. CME market cap is still open. And I got a little bit of a warning for you. Not that I think it's going to happen. I just want to prepare the crew for any type of turbulence that's ahead. So let's move on over to Bitcoin on the 2-hour. Right now, as we see, we got resistance right here at 120. Bitcoin cooled off. It broke that short-term trend line that I just took off the chart. Justin's trade gets entered. The standing order gets entered and is starting to rally. As it stands right now, Bitcoin does have to recover 119,297. Now, it is Saturday, so it could be quite slow. We could actually just track in this area right here, really not do much in Bitcoin. You know, we could be basically trading right in here, potentially even coming a little bit lower before we actually get any spark to send us up. Now, last weekend, we had some fireworks. You know, we had fireworks on Sunday, if you remember. I said, "Wow, it's Sunday, and the market's really it's taking off. It's really big." It was actually sparked by all the other altcoins like Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Flare, ADA, the ones that I mentioned before. So right now, as we can see, Bitcoin is still being bought really by institutions. On every dip, it's being bought. Now, analysts are starting to throw around $200,000 targets by year end. Now, statements like that, every time I see that, I know that there's going to be a little bit of turbulence ahead. We just got to keep our head, on our shoulders, our feet on the ground, and we have to be prepared for anything. So, right, the bottom line is Bitcoin is consolidating and it's healthy. However, if Bitcoin breaks below that CME market gap, if it breaks below that, I want to just tell you, just don't panic, because we could see deeper correction retrace levels. And there's a reason for, like, we're putting this up as a warning. We have to hold the line here at 115.7. If we close below the line, we could see a potential pullback to 109,000 and a really deep correction back to that 106 where we started this whole run from. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying that we have to be prepared for it and don't panic if it does happen. At that point, probably Ethereum is going to really, really be rallying hard, because it's taken really some of the oxygen out of the room right now for Bitcoin. So every cycle, if we go long term, okay, if I'm going to go long term with Bitcoin, if I look at the Bitcoin market maker model that we have, every cycle tells the same story. Price hugs a trend line, then detonates. This time's no different. The parabolic phase hasn't even begun. Still doubting? You're not early. You're watching history instead of making it. All right. Now, this chart, okay, is a longer term chart, and we could see potential retrace down. I'm not saying the thing is going to collapse. And I'm not even saying it's going down to those levels. I just want you to be prepared. You have to be, look, as a trader, we have to think of every scenario. Okay, we have to think of every scenario. And what's really causing like the thoughts in our head about that is because Bitcoin dominance. I'm going to get into that in a second. Bitcoin, if we look at Ethereum, and that's Justin's trade that he's going to discuss in the live trade. So really right now, if we look at Ethereum, the target is 4 grand and potentially higher. If we come on over to Bitcoin dominance, it's sitting right around 62.5% right now, or 61.8. It actually went down a little bit more. So this is the reason why I'm a little bit concerned, with Bitcoin itself, where it could potentially fill the gap and actually go to deeper levels. I just want you to be prepared for it. Okay. Now, combining, the Ethereum, Bitcoin, um, trade itself, the cross trade itself. Now, this is what I mean. I had to find this chart. It actually disappeared on me. I wanted to take you this. The reason that we're actually saying Bitcoin could potentially go back down to 109. Not saying that it's going to happen. Again, I keep saying that, but we're looking at this. The cycle is setting up perfectly. Okay. Bitcoin dominance is breaking from supply. Okay, Ethereum, Bitcoin just bounced from demand. Last time this happened, altcoins went parabolic. So pack your spacesuits, all right? So in altcoins, the rocket's igniting and the destination is moon targets. Now, however, this might pressure Bitcoin in the short term, and that's why I brought that up. I'm not, like I keep saying, I'm not saying it's going to go down there. I just want you to be prepared. If it does happen, you don't, just panic. It's not. It's just, it would be normal. Okay. Remember, Bitcoin sometimes has, a 26 to $30,000, delta sometimes. But right now, Bitcoin is still holding strong. Right now, it is holding above that CME market gap, and that's like the early warning detection system for us. And as I showed you, the IBIT shares are still holding strong. So let's get right into Ethereum itself. All right, so right now, Ethereum's holding strong right around 3,555, down about 1.4% today, but don't let that fool you. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin this month after ripping to a 6-month high at 3,675. Now we're looking at Justin's trade here. Again, live stream 10 o'clock Eastern Standard. He's got some great trades going on. He's got Bitcoin. He scooped at the bottom that I just showed you. And the kid's really rocking it. Kids are really rocking it. I'm very, very, very happy for him. Very impressed by holding his ground and waiting for the market to come to him in order to execute a trade. That is a lesson in itself. So get in there and ask the kid questions. All right. So right now the momentum is coming from staking, ETF inflows, and stable coin growth on chain. Now we're watching for a new push above 3,700. If that breaks, okay, 4,000 is back in play. And this is the one I showed you right here, this chart right here on Ethereum. Ethereum, respected every support every single time. Now it's forming one of the cleanest breakouts we've seen. You really can't be bearish on this stuff. If you are bearish, you're in like a disbelief phase. The next wave is going to change all that for you. So Ethereum faked them out twice. If I come on over right here, I show you Ethereum faked people out twice. Again, clean breakout. The rotation is starting to begin. What happens next is Ethereum Bitcoin ratio never lies. This is where the money rotates first. The smart money starts rotating first and quickly in this, and quickly. So if we come on over to the total market cap, total alt market cap, we just hit 4 trillion for the first time ever. And it's not just Bitcoin and Ethereum doing the heavy lifting. Okay, now again, I want to show you the Bitcoin, the dominance. Okay, again, Bitcoin dominance is falling. Okay, it's sitting right around 61.8. IBIT itself, I want to stress it, it's down a little bit. At 66.77. It hasn't fallen out of bed. I would be concerned, if we drop below, like I said, like 65.5. It hasn't happened. So things are still heating up in Bitcoin and all altcoins. But however, the altcoin launch pad is set. Okay, it is set. We have a triple bottom. Okay, a triple bottom confirmed. Altcoins pulled the ultimate fake out. While most gave up, the chart was building power, and now the pressure's building for one explosive breakout. Get in this chart before it detonates, and you're going to miss 10x gains. Now, the top altcoins today are Doge, up 6 to 8%, meme volume back in full swing. Ethereum up 15%, testing key resistance. Okay, we got Lido or LDO up 22%. We got Cardano up 13.8%. And we got our Hedra up 15%, surging alongside with institutional adoption news. Now, meanwhile, most meme coins are down 4 to 7%, but mid cap, DeFi, and infrastructure plays are flying. So that's what we see. Now, I want to show you this what we got going on in the altcoin market. Classic chart right now. We got classic cup and handle. The altcoin cup is overflowing. 3 years of compression just snapped. Look where we are. Okay, we need to break up through this top right there, and it is moonshots for the right altcoins. Okay, this isn't a winning breakout shot. You know, this breakout is a warning shot, I should say. Altcoins are waking up fast, and those still waiting, well, they'll be going to be chasing green candles. This is where portfolios go vertical. This is where legends are made. So today, snapshot real quick before we close it up. We got Bitcoin itself, mid pullback about 6%, profit taking after legislative rally. We got Ethereum, a slight dip right now, about 1.4% down. We got it's still leading in July performance, that's for sure. Still leading in July performance. We got Dogecoin that's up 6 to 8%. We got ADA, Hedra itself 15 to 22%. Alt season candidates are breaking resistance right now. Now, what's really happening behind the scenes? Like, what's driving it? Well, we got the Genius Act now official, bringing U.S. regulatory clarity to stable coins and establishing new protections. This move is boosting institutional confidence and could set the tone for the next bull run. Add to that, we got the Crypto Clarity Act and the looming CBDC restrictions, and suddenly crypto's got structure and institutions are diving in, and we can see that with Bitcoin itself as it is holding right now the CME market cap. But we got the warning right there just in case if it does break down. But we'll alert you if we see this happening for sure. We will alert the crypto community. All right. Bitcoin is in consolidation mode right now. Overall, though, if we look at the market maker map, it's all clear. You know, after a few bumps and turns in the road, Bitcoin is going to the moon. Okay, so right now itself, Ethereum remains the alpha, alt for July. And if ETC, ADA, and LDO can crack current resistance, and HBAR can break 30, we're setting the stage, early stage, for full-blown altcoin rotation. All right, before we wrap up, crew, make sure you get into the live stream. All right, I want to tell you about our free crypto community. Link in the description right here. You click this link. It's now a Telegram community. It's totally free to join. Okay, we drop insane alpha trading opportunities daily from breakout setups, long-term gens. We got you covered. So you click this link, you'll be taken over to the good old Telegram site where you could sign up for free. And no, I don't want to do that right now. So anyway, also don't forget that you can come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. Also, you want to follow us on our trusted broker. You click this link right here, you'll be taken over to WeX, the broker of our choice. Low fees, fast execution. Look at that. Average entry, $16,999. He gave it out in the live stream on last Wednesday. So, I mean, Get in a live stream, man. It's free. You may get some, great opportunity for yourself there. All right, so that's it for today. Make sure that you come on over to X. Like I said, follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. Also, what do you have to do? You got to do your own research. You got to trade with your head and not over it. Keep both hands on, both hands on the trigger finger, but be cautious with it. What else do you got to do? Well, you got to join the Telegram trading community. You got to get in a live stream today at 10 o'clock. And as a short-term trader, you got to enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.